Hitori, I was tortured by them here in this place. They're still going. It was terrible. Isa and the others should die in pain. All of them should die. As long as they live, my pain will never disappear. Mr. Nanaki, revenge. I don't think this matters. Revenge will solve nothing. Sir, you and Nageki both lost those most important to you to strife. You should know best of all people that revenge helps no one. It brings no happiness, only pain. If I hadn't been there, Nageki would never have died. I was never there when he needed me. I'm sorry, Nageki. If I had been better, this would never have happened! Exclamation mark. Everything would have been fine if you never met me. If I hadn't been there, you'd never have felt pain. So, come on, it's so obvious it doesn't make any sense. Sir, why why do you think he was sad? Why are you doing this? Why do you think he was sad? The time Nageki spends with you was his greatest treasure. I know how wonderful it is to be together with loved ones too. Nageki is glad that he got to be with you, sir. There's nothing to regret. Come with me, Hitori. Look at me, Hitori. Hear only my voice, Hitori. I will tear your heart to pieces, and when it heals, I will tear it again. Who is this like? And again, and again. That is your punishment. What does this remind me of? It will be wonderful to live with me again. Wonderful. Hitori. Blame yourself no more. Please, Hitori, listen to me. The voice you hear is that of your own shadow. You have been hurting yourself all this time. Stop blaming yourself. I don't want to see you in pain. You asked me for two things, Nageki. The first was, come save me. So listen to me, Hitori. My first wish was for you to make my body disappear from this world. As long as I live, as long as my body remains, somebody will try to use the Charon virus. That virus must disappear and my body with it. It will bring only sadness as long as it remains. You asked for one other thing. You asked me to take revenge on Dr. Isa, on all those who brought you pain. Yes, I need to grant this wish. I need to... Hitori! My second wish was... No, Hitori, that was not my wish. Remember, Hitori, remember my final wish. It's not about whether you're doing anything or not. You're part of the family and we need you. That doesn't help. With my body like this, I can't work or go to school. Repeating lines! That's just how it is. You're thinking too hard, Nageki. Let's go pick some millet in the yard. Repeating lines! I mean, my memory's not that bad. You don't need to... it's almost dinner time. A full stomach scares the bad things away, right? What a beautiful sunset. I guess it's autumn already. Are you cold, Nageki? I'm fine. Hitori, it would be easier for you without me, right? Why do you think that? I heard you and the others talking about it. Medicine costs a lot more than food. You're paying for it out of your salary, right? If you had that money for yourself, you could buy better food. You won't have to work so much. And you would be better off without me. Don't say that, Nageki. I don't care about fancy food or free time. You are more important than any of that. You mean more to us than you think, Nageki. Notice all the bro love going on here. Like there's no female characters at all. And there's this bromance going on. You mean more to us than you think, Nageki. You were very young when you came here, so maybe you don't remember, but losing family is hard. I want to stay like this, watching over the people I love forever. So listen. Maybe it looks like I'm working just for you, but it's for me too. Seeing you happy makes me happy. Thank you, Hitori. I just wish I wasn't such a burden to you. Stop that already. You have never been a burden to me. Here, have some millet. Eat well and we can sleep well too. Let's hope for good dreams, okay? Alright, alright. Alright, it's a sunset, I see it. I hope we can stay with everyone like this forever. Yes. Yes. My second wish was, live, Hitori. Live and be happy. Okay. Good. Are we done yet? Are we done with the craziness? Nageki, I can't be happy. Bro! Bro! Just do it. You're gone. I can't be happy with you anymore. Look at me, Hitori. I want you to live. You don't have to feel guilty for me. This is like the biggest bromance ever. Holy sh... I couldn't tell why I was still here. At first I thought my remains, the parts of me that are inside Mr. Kawara now, were keeping me here. But I don't think so now. I think I was worried. Worried that you wouldn't be able to keep going alone. I can't, Nageki. I can't go on without you. I don't want to live without you. Bro! Where does this even come from? He seemed perfectly fine. Like, several hours ago, he was perfectly fine. Like, they're just completely hamming it up. Like, it's just... They're trying so hard to jerk at your emotions. I mean, one, I don't really have the emotions for them to jerk. Two, isn't it like it's so crude, isn't it? Isn't it crude though? Even if you feel for them, like they're, isn't this kind of crude? I don't. All right, come on. They're just dragging it out, milking it for all it's worth. I can't. Come on. We've stayed here too long, Hitori. We have to move on. Yeah, move on, please. Please move on. Don't worry, we'll meet again somewhere, sometime. Mr. Kawara, thank you. Oh my. Kawara, are you unhurt? Yeah, I'm fine. How unexpected. If it were me, your insides would have divulged themselves of their secrets long ago. Yeah, it's not you. Nanaki, I would not forgive this man. Don't worry about it, Sakuya. It's already over. We need to get out. We're already out of time. Indeed. Ryouta dots. Nageki was kept frozen here, right, Doctor? Indeed he was. The facility was sealed off, so it was hardly difficult to keep people from snooping around. I'm staying here with Hiyoko. What are you saying, Kawara? Come with us at once. I see, Kawara. I thought you would say that. The Charon virus has by now colonized your body quite completely. Were you to leave, any humans you encountered would suffer a painful death. What? Was that your plan all along, you conniving physician? Yes, it was! Didn't we go through this already? His plan was to turn him into a carrier for the virus, to kill all the... Yes, that was the plan all along. We went through this before. Surely there's a way to remove the virus, no? At last, that would be impossible with current medical technology. Once established in the human body, it's quite tenacious. Even if we were to remove the tissues from Mr. Fujishiro, Mr. Kawara would still carry the virus. Madness, lunacy. Yeah, okay. The same goes for Miss Tosoka's damaged brain. It is currently preserved inside a glass jar, but barely. Indeed, given Labor 9's behavior and the subsequent damage she was dealt, there's no guarantee that her personality and memories are still retrievable. With current medical technology, anyway. Shirogane, let's go outside. Do you mean to leave Kawara here? How deep does your selfish nature run? We'll come back for him. It's impossible now, but one day we may be able to remove the virus from his body. I think. Then Nageki would say the same. Well, Mr. Shirogane, I think perhaps you would do well to respect Mr. Kawara's thoughts on the matter. I feel as if this one day has brought an entire lifetime's worth of fatigue. I just want to rest for a little while. I'm worried about Mother. She's dead. Sakuya, could you tell her I'll be back one day? Dots. Listen, Kawada. LaBelle, no, I never go back on my word. No matter how long it takes, I'll come back for you. Okay. I swear. I don't know how you're supposed to keep that promise, but okay. So, promise me, please. Promise me that you'll leave this place with me alive. Right. I promise. I'll be waiting for you. A lot sure happened today, Hiyoko. Does this mean we're finally getting into recap mode, Ryouta? I'm half sick from being stuck out here not even knowing what's going on. Yeah, I guess you only got to see bits and pieces of the story. Yep, so will you fill me in, please? I guess we have plenty of time for it. I'm going to miss eating udon, but having you here makes things at least a little better. Right. Where do I start? Everything that's happened, what's happening now, and everything that might happen one day. We have plenty of time to talk about it all. And thank goodness they don't actually talk about it, because we don't need to sit through another repeat of the whole story. I mean, it's just tiresome, man. I mean, the story is kind of cool. It's not bad, the story itself, like the plot points, there's a few plot twists and stuff, and crazy doctors and genetic experiments and racism and genocide, and I mean it was all and ghosts and guilt, and you know there's a lot of stuff. It's kind of cool, but man, do they drag it out. They just drag and drag and drag everything out. Go through everything 3 or 4 times. And only after going through that highly repetitive dating sim to unlock all the endings for all the characters. So it's like, in amongst all the crap, there's gems of a good story. There's pieces of a good story, but it's scattered in amongst of a lot of just grindy nonsense. And all of that is hidden behind yet more hours of grindy nonsense. Oh man. It's one of those things where if you made this game like 1/5 the length, it would have been a decent story. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. But it's not done. Let me just... There's an epilogue. It's not done. Madness, says Sakuya. Why, if it isn't my darling little brother, salutations. You scum, you villain. Explain yourself. Why are you still alive? Why? Well, for starters, I could never bring myself to leave all the ladies sad and alone. How much must you mock me before you will be satisfied? Hello again, Leone. Truth be told, Leone here gave me an antidote. There's an antidote. I was loitering around on the border between life and death, and he pulled me back up in a miraculous revival. Miraculous, yes. Yes, quite miraculous. Almost impossible, you might say. But hey, happy endings. But he said he was going to recover your body. I did not recall saying I was going to recover his corpse. Lunacy manners inconceivable. Alright, give it back. Give me back the time and mental energy I spent mourning you. You mourned me, I'm flattered. Gah. Alright, we can't stay long. Sakazaki Yuya, it's time to set off on our next bright and massive mission. This is your chance to regain the department's trust. Roger that, let's go, sexy and suave. Okusan fell smooth. What? No, that's Okusan smell food. How did they get that back to front? There is deliciousness nearby. Ahaha, black bean donor. Angel, do you have food? What did I... The demon spores encroach again. Stick him up. Oko-san demands your beans or your life. So you appear, bone-white bird of bean-eating. By the oath of old, join me. They're still going at it. Alright, well, they're fine. Hello, Shirogane, how are you? Exclamation! Why are you, of all people, pushing Iwamine's wheelchair? I would never have expected to see you two together. Taking responsibility for injuries dealt to another party by tending to them seems to be a natural enough reaction to me. I need to apologize somehow, don't I? So this is awkward. I don't know if you guys know, but Japan has this awkward tendency to forgive its war criminals. And it hasn't sat well with the other Asian countries, really. So the fact that the good guys and the bad guys get together in the end and are friends, it's not really... I don't know, it's a bit awkward, to be honest, from any other culture's perspective. Especially when the Prime Minister of Japan goes to a shrine to remember war criminals who committed terrible war crimes. It's a little odd and uncomfortable, to be honest. Anyway, I need to apologize somehow, don't I? No, you don't. You could just kill him. I mean, he's a crazy... He tried to exterminate all humans. You could just kill him. If you change your mind and decide it's time to exact revenge again, I've never met any of you, understand? Come on, Shirogane. That would never happen, probably. Oh, how wonderful. I can feel the suspense in the air. Somehow I feel like attempting to apply ethical guidelines to either of you is completely futile. Anyway, I needed to talk to you. I have results from the experiments the other day. There were no problems? None at all, it was a perfect success. Well, I guess it means it's time, doesn't it? I have the date. If you can come, please do. Mr. Kawara? Mr. Kawara, Miss Tosaka, can you hear me? Morning is almost here. Wake up, Kawara. Tosaka, I told you I wouldn't go back on my word. Tosaka, I mean. And that's the ending. So they eventually figure it out and they unfreeze the two of them. I guess they put her brain into a body or something, and then they remove the virus from his body or something, and then everybody's happy. Yay, happy endings! Yay, happy endings! And that is Hatoful Boyfriend, guys. That is Hatoful Boyfriend. Oh man, I don't think there's anything else I need to say about it. I think I've said pretty much everything I have to say about it already. Just some bad decisions, I think. It's like they put maybe like 2 or 3 hours worth of good story into a 12-hour game. It's kind of like that. And they hide it at the end too. They hide all the best stuff at the very end, so you have to drag yourself through like 10 hours of crap before you get to the good stuff. Well, that's that, and I'm definitely not gonna play any more of this game. I've unlocked all the achievements, we've seen everything there is to see. You've seen the gallery, right? The gallery is like all the endings and various things. The archive has a few notes from the characters, so it's like hallucinating reports. So this is about the guy with the red breast, and it talks about things like the incident. So it's just kind of a few things that don't really matter too much. It's not really that important. Alright, I'll see you guys in a hopefully better game. Hopefully. I wish it was like a 2-hour game, because like if you compress all the good bits of the story into 2 hours, it would have been quite entertaining. A really good 2 hours instead of a really mediocre 12 hours. Alright, see you guys.